Welcome back. The market's coming off a little bit, but 88 points, still closer to the high than where markets opened. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty clear the direction so far, 0.4, 0.5% in the green. Now, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board has issued notifications on natural gas pipeline tariff regulations, which became effective the 18th of November. To discuss how these impact the key natural gas players, we are now joined by A.K. Tiwari, member at PNGRB. Mr. Tiwari, good morning. Great to have you with us here. Thank you very much. Uh, you know,
Good
in
morning. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Great to have you with us. In summation, will these sort of changes lead to a higher, better rate of return for pipeline operators? In the note you talk about a reasonable rate of return, and that got the market very excited. But can you be specific, sir?
Yeah. I will be specific. Thank you very much, and thank you, viewers of the CNBC team. Just to give whether these regulations are going to give more return, I would like to briefly give the perspective behind the regulations. We have come up 4 regulations: capacity regulations, authorization regulations, and most important, the tariff regulations as well as the unified tariff regulations. And these regulations deals with the entity level integration of the capacity and the tariff. There are the many unaccounted things which was there, unaccounted gas losses which was not allowed earlier, as well as adjustment of the volumes throughout the economic life and volume ramp up from 30%, as well as the 5 years moratorium. Tax relief we have also given, as well as the fuel cost on the normative basis. So what I mean to say, these regulations which has come up are going to give boost to the investors as well as the infrastructure developers to take more seriously as well as give more investment. So certainly, I will not be able to give any figures for that, but certainly these ramp up which are coming up are certainly going to have better in the profitability as well as the return by the equity.
So
But one aspect I would like to say that though these ramp up are there, these returns are going to be there plus, but we have also socialized the tariff because we have come up with the 3 zones instead of the 2 zones for the unified tariff, and that is going to socialize the tariff. That means the nearest customer are not going to be impacted, and the farthest customer has to be lesser than the additive tariff charge. So this is it.
Sure. You are not able to give us any numbers, but how often do you think the tariffs could be changed now? And in the next revision, how much of a tariff cut can be expected?
See, I will not be able to give the numbers because every entities, every GSPL or GAIL or any entities which are there has a different scenario and different volume and everything else. So I will not be able to give any numbers for that. But certainly these are going to have plus on these things. And so far as the revision of the tariff are concerned, as per our regulation, it is 5 years. And once the unified tariff comes, then it will be on year-to-year basis. We are taking the data as well as these things. So this will be there.
Okay, all right. Hi, good morning, Mr. Tiwari. You just spoke about the unified tariff that is likely to be implemented from April 1st, 2023. Now, the draft has got mixed reviews. Some are saying that it will lead to better tariffs for players. Others say not so much. What kind of response have you received?
Yeah, this unified tariff. See, first of all, what we have done, we have come up with the entity level integrations so that we can give boost to the entities that you can go on adding your tariff will be 1. So that is the regulation. Number 2, we have given so many other regulations. In the regulations, we have given so many whatever was not given earlier. So that is also going to give. But in the unified tariff, what it will be better than average tariff. And I would like to share with you that when the regulation came in 2020, our tariff was in the range of less than $1. And this time also we have calculated with the addition of so many other pipelines which has come up and addition of the new pipelines and bid out pipelines which are there. The tariff will be much less than the $1 unified tariff. So that we have already formed the industry committee and they will work out the settlement mechanism. and it is going to certainly give the boost to the consumer as well as to the entities for further unified tariff implementation.
Okay. Mr. Tiwari, the clause with respect to relaxation of revenue sharing, could you tell us how will this work? Will there be no revenue sharing by the pipelines? What was the idea behind this?
Yeah, this revenue sharing gives the incentive to the pipeline entities who are going to add more capacity addition or whatever the extension they want to have done. Earlier, the regulation was restrictive, and the revenue sharing was there when the extension was done. Ultimately, it was affecting the tariff of the entity. So we have removed this. We have given a free work to the entities that you go on expanding and your tariff will not be cut by revenue sharing also. So that was a deterrent, and that we have removed. And many entities are very happy that they can go on expanding, because as you know that we have expanded these CGD entities all over the country, and investments are required throughout the country. National gas grid are required. So this was deterrent. So we have removed this, and now the entities can express, and there will be no revenue cut.
Okay. All right. We will leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in. Mr. Tiwari, a pleasure hearing from you. That's the word coming in